Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Wrestling Chat episode number 16. First and foremost, I'd like to mention that Brock Lesnar, aka WWE wrestler, is doing UFC 200. UFC and WWE have a split brand thing going where they are going to share ECW or ECW. No, they're going to share UFC and WWE. Big announcement on Thursday night SmackDown was that Randy Orton was going to be coming back, and the big announcement was that he is going to be facing Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam August 21st, 2016. It is July 7th, or July 9th, 2016, and we are halfway through the month, which means we have WWE Battleground coming up in just a few weeks. So there's a couple of matches that are confirmed. So one match will be Becky Lynch versus Natalya. Natalya turned on Becky Lynch at Money in the Bank. The Club and AJ Styles will be facing Enzo Amore, Cassidy, and John Cena. That should be a good match. Also, the Wyatts will be taking on the New Day for the WWE title, tag team titles. Also, Charlotte will be facing Sasha Banks for the women's title. And also, for the first time ever, it'll be the Shield. That'll be Dean Ambrose, aka the WWE heavyweight champion, versus Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has been kind of a good heel as of late. He's been kind of annoying, and like Seth Rollins does. He likes to complain and whine and bitch and moan until he gets his way, pretty much. Then also, I wanted to mention how we got the CWC going right now. Old wrestlers are on there, so like Tajiri and Joey McIntyre, and you got all kinds of different wrestlers that have been on WWE in the past and have kind of switched board and whatever. That's kind of cool. That's been something that's been going for a little bit. Also, the downfall of WCW was kind of a crazy thing. That when Shane took over, that was kind of crazy. And then the NWOs were kind of weird. That I liked NWO White and Black, but I didn't really. I don't know. I liked Red and Black too, but it kind of ruined the whole purpose of the image after they did the two NWOs, because it really didn't make much sense to me. It wasn't really relevant, so it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. And then also big news. He is gonna be on UFC 200. He's also gonna be at SummerSlam facing Randy Orton. But Brock Lesnar is also going to be on WWE 2K16 video game. And speaking of WCW, the only way you'll be able to get Goldberg exclusive is if you pre-order it. So if you pre-order it now, you'll get it when it comes out. That's the only way I'll get it. You'll get your codes and whatever, and you'll be able to play Goldberg in the game if you pre-order it. Which is kind of a cool feature to have, to have the old wrestlers come back and to be in the video game, and that's kind of cool that they do that option. So I do pardon I do apologize. There has been some kind of technical thing going on with my tablet as of late. So if for some reason this episode doesn't get recorded all the way through, gonna adjust the time on the tablet and I'm gonna try to figure it out, and I will greatly apologize, but I'm trying to get this episode, in and get it recorded and get it in as quick as possible. Also, I'm not feeling 100% today. My back's kind of messing with me. Kind of got a really bad, I don't know, I think I sprained it or whatever. Kind of slept the wrong way probably. Back's kind of bugging me right now, so trying to concentrate and do this, and with the pain, and it's kind of crazy right now. So, yeah, as far as that, it's going to be a pretty big year for Brock Lesnar. He's, like I said, he's at 200 UFC 200. He's at SummerSlam, and then he's also on 2K17 for WWE video game. So he's definitely going to be doing a lot. And something I wanted to mention earlier, he has a good mouthpiece. Being Paul Heyman, being his mouthpiece. That's kind of why he's kind of fed up with it. He wants to be groomed as a champion, and WWE doesn't want him groomed as a champ. They want him groomed to be a beast and to go in there and beat people up, and which Brock Lesnar does a good job at, but he also is the guy that wants to come in there and he wants to have a title shot at some point because he feels like he's earned it. And as a fan, I think he's earned it too. He was the first one to end the streak. As much as that sucks, and I don't like to admit it, being a huge Undertaker fan that I am, he's earned his due, and he deserves to be honored as a champ at some point again. If not, sooner or later, he'll probably get back at that. I think right now what they're trying to do is. They're trying to groom Dean Ambrose to be champ for a little bit, only because it was a long time coming for him. So I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to push him to be a champ for a while. So I don't think Dean Ambrose will lose the title come Battleground. I definitely think down the road you're going to see Seth Rollins regain the title, and but I think for a little bit you're going to see Ambrose as champ, only because it makes sense business-wise right now that he holds the title. It's what people have been wanting to see for a while, so so don't forget, Sunday, July 24th, Sunday night at 8 p.m., we have Battleground. Please check it out. Please sign up for the network if you don't already have it. Then you're kind of missing out. It's only $9.99 a month compared to $49.99 for pay-per-view or whatnot. Or this week's episode, I'm trying not to go extremely long because I don't know what the time is on my tablet. I don't know what the timer is of when it's going to cut me out. So I'm trying to get an episode in. And I'm going to adjust the time on the episode. I'm going to adjust the time on the tablet later, and hopefully it doesn't cut out. Hopefully we can get a decent amount of episode in here. So we've discovered that we went over Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, the game, blah, 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 blah. We've covered mostly everything here for this week. The brand split is happening July 19th, so that's 2 weeks off. That's a Tuesday night at 8 p.m. That's kind of why TNA is possibly going to have another chance at getting their fans back and actually having another chance at coming back as a better show. They've been struggling for quite some time, and honestly, it's about time that they kind of try to get back to their ways. They're good. They're a good show. They were for a while, and I think it's time that they try to gain it back. Moving to Thursday nights again, is the start, but I think they need to get off the pop channel. Would be another way to gain their fans back. But I do think they have another chance, only because they're going to change back over to Thursdays, and that won't interfere with SmackDown. So 3 nights a week we'll have 3 wrestling shows, and then we got NXT. But see, that's where I'm trying to figure out, because NXT might be Tuesday night, and how's that that's gonna interfere with SmackDown? Or this is what could happen, that TNA won't exist anymore, or not TNA, NXT won't exist anymore. My bad. Because NXT, I heard, could probably be going under too, because with the draft and all. And that just got me thinking. I mean, what's going to happen if they have NXT going? That's going to interfere with the draft, and yeah. So it makes total sense. It makes sense that TNA or that NXT will join with WWE, and that NXT won't be going anymore because of that reason. And another reason why I think TNA will have another chance, because they had a badass fight on Tuesday between Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's character is really weird right now. He is doing the Sweeney Todd character from the Johnny Depp movie Sweeney Todd. It's cool, it's weird, I don't know. He looks out there. So that image is kind of creepy. And I guess the storyline, what they're running with right now over in TNA, is that Matt Hardy is playing, like going after his brother in the storyline or whatnot, or however. So, be fit of why they're doing what they're doing over there on TNA. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah. So this week's episode, we just kind of are, going over the stuff that's coming up, what's going to happen with the brand split. Mick Foley, crazy wrestler, wanted to mention him. He is definitely putting up a resume throughout the years. Hell in a Cell with Undertaker, my boy. I just watched Royal Rumble 99 this morning. I'm actually in the middle of it still. He gave The Rock a hell of a fight. He, over the years, has just planned on putting up a great resume. And before this tablet timer thing decides to cut me out, I just wanted to get that in there and mention that Mick Foley is a true icon, and he's definitely going to be going down hands down as one of the best. Sorry that this week's episode was really quick, but I just didn't know with the timer. And we'll definitely try to adjust that, guys, and we'll try to get back to that. But anyways, this has been this week's episode, and we'll definitely try to get the timer fixed. And I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, but this has been another wrestling chat. And a very quick one at that, but thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next week.